My name is Professor Eugene Ezebilo. I have worked several years as Deputy Director of Research at PNG National Research Institute. And in the course of my work at PNG National Research Institute, at PNG NRI for short, I have worked tirelessly to train several Papua New Guineans. Some of them have graduated, have gone out to do PhD, and they have come back. At the same time, I have trained several people on research methods, and now a lot of people, especially the NRI research staff, they can write now and have been able to publish a lot of papers. Since I joined NRI, the number of publications have really increased from 22 to 40, 56, even up to 76. And I have I have developed 2 courses, social science research methods that help to teach people on how to conduct research, social research. I have also developed a course on natural resource economics and management to teach people on how to manage natural resources, especially being that PNG is a resource-rich nation. Over the years, I have seen youth unemployment grow in PNG, and now the youth unemployment it's massive. A lot of youth doesn't have job. So in seeing that, the government, the PNG government, have tried to find a way to address the youth unemployment. And one thing they have done is to find, ways to intervene on how to create more jobs. Through that, they have provided 1 million kina to PNG NRI. That was in 2024 specifically. But to my surprise, when the money was given to PNG NRI, to my surprise, the director and the human talent manager. The director is Dr. Osborne Sanida, and human talent manager, Mr. Anthony Wayongo. They grabbed the money and start diverting the money for their own personal use, which is totally unacceptable, because a lot of people don't have job, and now the PNG government gave money for research into youth unemployment, and now they decided to divert the money for their own personal use. That is totally unacceptable. And when that happened, I have tried to find solution to the problem, to find how to address this problem. And I went to the council to report the matter. But when I reported the matter to the council, unfortunately, the council did nothing. They did absolutely nothing to the director. And to my surprise, up to date, they have done nothing. In fact, they decided to suspend me for exposing corruption at NRI, which is totally unacceptable. In fact, to my surprise, I found that the NRI Council Chairman, who is Mr. Wilson Thompson, is part of them, because he has continued to suppress the information and prevent it from reaching the NRI Council members. And when I brought the information to NRI Council members, he was one of them who pushed that I should be suspended for exposing corruption. Dr. Oduno, Francis Oduno, is also part of them, because he also, with the NRI chairman, suppressed the information from getting to NRI council. This is totally unacceptable, because, with the corruption at NRI, it's more or less that the growth of the national, the growth or development of PNG is being suppressed. It's being totally suppressed, because when I'm talking about employment, when it is being created, it's what helps to spur or to boost development in the country, and which often brings a win-win situation, both for the country in different ways. For example, it helps to the household to have income that can be used to buy things, at the same time provide tasks for the government that often help to provide infrastructure. But what this group of people have done have actually reduced the trust that the government has on NRI. Please, I'm going to continue this my video in the next part, because the video, it will not be able to accommodate the capacity of what I want to say. So the next one, I will talk more about the forgery at NRI. Thank you. Okay, as I mentioned in the last video, corruption restricts economic growth and development, especially when it comes to corruption that restrict employment, or that result in unemployment. For example, the case of the diversion of money meant for research into youth unemployment, and how to provide or reduce unemployment. It restricts development and growth in the economy. For example, in PNG, where a lot of people are unemployed. And as I mentioned earlier, the director, that is Dr. Osborn Sanida, and the human talent manager, Mr. Anthony Wayongo, they grabbed the money meant for to do research into youth unemployment. You can see this is the document that they have used to, to disburse the money they have tried to share. You can see Anthony Wayongo's memo to the director, and the director approved it. And this is another one also that also shows, how much in total they have tried to share. So this is it. You can see Anthony Wayongo's memo to the director, and the director approved it, and they started to eat the money. But even, I found that what they actually did was, first of all, to find a way to sack the Deputy Director, Corporate Services, Mr. Kenny Rapier, in 2023. So what they did was that, first of all, they claimed that Rapier has abused office, and myself and 4 senior research fellows were invited to conduct inquiry into abuse of office by Mr. Rapier. That was in 2023. We conducted, I was the chairperson of the committee of inquiry. We conducted the inquiry and interviewed several people, more than 13 NRI staff. But at the end of the day, we found that a lot of people were indicted, including the director, was indicted for wrongdoing, and several people were indicted. So they sent the findings to the director. So this is the findings. We have here recommendations, which is 8 pages. But unfortunately, the director and human talent manager never liked the findings, because it indicted the director. So what they did was to forge one-page documents. You can see this one written fake. So they forged it on my letterhead. You can see the Office of Deputy Director Research on my letterhead, and they come up with just only one-page document. At the same time, they forged my signature. You can see my signature was forged. That of another person here, Dr. Kutan, was forged. Then Kavan was forged. Then Dr. Olugbanga was forged on my letterhead. So you can see the original. This is the original. You can see the difference between the signature and the forged one. So when I found out what's happened, the forged documents, I invited the director and let him know about the forged documents, and asked him where it came from, in the presence of other members of the committee of inquiry. So to my surprise, first of all, he said he was going to investigate, but being that it actually came out from his office, he said it came out from his office, then that it came from the human talent manager to his office. He was invited, and when he was invited, he came there and confessed that yes, actually, he did it, but in collaboration with the director. And this is, I was so surprised that the whole director and the human talent manager that should be trusted, that they are into forgery. They forged my signature, they forged documents on my letterhead, and they use it to sack Mr. Rapier so that they can have access, full access to public fund. So the NRI Council, they are aware about it, but they did absolutely nothing. They did absolutely nothing to the director, and they have allowed the director to continue to take very important decisions while he has been engaged in forgery. So when I reported to NRI Council, to my surprise, I was actually I was suspended for exposing corruption, for exposing forgery. Okay, and this is very, very strange. I worked in PNG for several years. I've never seen a thing like this. That in a research institute, that a whole director who's supposed to know better should engage in forgery. And apart from that, I found that the NRI Council is part of them. He has his tenure has ended since 2024, October 2024, but he's still there, parading himself as council chairman. And at the same time, Dr. Francis Oduno's tenure has ended since 2024, but he has continued to parade himself there as staff rep to the council. And they have been working together with the director to see that things doesn't work at NRI by covering up corruption, covering up forgery, which is quite unfair that they have continued to do that. At the same time, the NRI council chairman, in 2022, he contested in the national general election, which is totally wrong. He's supposed to resign, but he did not resign to contest. So, and I don't really know how how he came back to continue working as NRI chairman. So I wanted to share this. I wanted to share this until they get to the Prime Minister. The reason is that I have informed NRI Council. They did nothing, absolutely nothing. I have also informed the Minister of Higher Education, Honorable Kainak Phil, but he also I've not seen any tangible thing he has done. So I wanted to share this video until it gets to the Prime Minister, so that Prime Minister can intervene. Can he also investigate what has happened to NRI? Because if what is happening at NRI is not addressed, NRI will continue to go down the drain, and that should not be the way. Because once NRI continue to go down to drain, then at the end of the day, PNG also we also being pushed backwards, and that is not what I want, because I love PNG so much, I love NRI so much, so I want PNG to continue to move forward, and that's one of the reasons I am exposing this corruption. That is one of the reasons I'm exposing this forgery, because it is totally unaccepted. It's important for us to work together and make sure that this forgery, this corruption, it's stopped and addressed. Thank you.